Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back in the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing in the Draft Global Tournament. It's been, I think, a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks since I made a Global Tournament video, and I decided I would make one on this Global Tournament. I'm currently 10-0 right now. The reason why I started at 10 wins, normally I start at 8 or so and get all the rewards, but you can see here, there's a reward at 15 wins, so that's why I decided to start at 10 wins and go from there to try to get 15. So, I'm on my second account right now. The reason why is because on my main account, which you guys know the name is twitch-boss_cr, where on this one, this is my level 10 account that I made, and then I haven't really used much. This was originally the level 1 account that I was trying to get to 5k on, but kind of gave up on that, upgraded it, and then I kind of use this account for like tournaments, and I might use it for YouTube videos on global tournaments, to be honest, because I played it on my main account, the global tournament, and I might use this one to like make videos on it after I already like stream it and play it on my main account. I got 23 wins on my main, so not the best, but not the worst at the same time. Let's just go into it. I have some like good tips of cards you guys should pick in the draft to help you out. Right here, I'm going to go with Log. I feel like Log's a pretty consistent spell, and arrows are pretty good in draft, but since Log is cheaper and I feel like can provide more value, it's a little better. Here I'm going to go with a Goblin Giant just because I feel like it's a pretty solid win condition in draft, to be honest. Princess is a really good card to have in draft just because... so since we already have the Goblin Giant, I can't really pick... I can't really pick the RG, even though it is a good card in draft, because it would be too expensive, I feel like. So let's just go ahead and cycle a Princess in the back here. He's just going to go with an RG right at the bridge, so really aggressive, to be honest. And then he's going to Wizard as well, so really, really aggressive. In fact, I think what I might need to do here is go really aggressive right now myself, because he just went in super aggressive with like a Wizard, RG, and then he even arrowed everything. So he's going to have a really tough time defending this, obviously. I mean, I took advantage of him being super aggressive himself. That was a really good Skarmy, though. It's going to be able to bring down the Goblin Giant really low. But luckily, Spear Goblins are locked on the tower, so we got so much damage off of that, and we do end up taking the lead. So definitely good exchange for us early on in this game. It's like always good to take advantage of people being way too aggressive. So let's go ahead and Princess at the bridge here and get like a shot or two in. It looks like it's going to get 1 because he's going to Wizard in time. Ice Wizard will be able to completely deny that Wizard. Well, he just arrowed, so it will get 1 hit. But if he weren't, if he didn't arrow, it would have gotten no hits. So we are up a couple of elixir after those arrows, so I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Goblin Giant in the back. And like I said, we're up elixir, so he's not playing anything right now, and if he gives us any lightning value, I'll probably take it. It looks like it's almost as if he like lagged or something, because he wasn't doing anything, but maybe he was just waiting until the Goblin Giant crossed the bridge, and then we kind of logged there, killing the Skarmy. I wasn't predicting the Skarmy. I was going to log anyways, I think, for the guards, but it ended up working out because he played a Skarmy right into it. And look at that. We're going to get so much damage on his King Tower. Okay. I think now might be a good time to go in for Graveyard Goblin Giant, to be honest, because I know he doesn't have the Skeleton Army in cycle, which obviously is probably his best counter to the Graveyard. And as expected, I got a ton of damage in. So pretty easy first game. And that's going to put us at 11-0, which is 4 wins away from the 15. Let's go ahead and open up this Lightning Chest. I don't have any card maxed out, really, so I don't have anything specifically that I want to get on this account, because I don't have anything close to max, so I kind of need everything, but E-Barbs are trash, so I'm definitely going to strike those. And I'm okay with Ice Spirit. Pump isn't that good either. I think I'm going to strike that too. Rocket, it's okay, but maybe something better would be nice. Yeah, I'll go with the Hog Rider. I'm fine with those cards. So, yeah, 11-0 right now. We just need 4 more wins to get the 15. So let's just go ahead and search for the next game. And we're going to have the option here of choosing guards or the minions. So both of these are really solid in draft. But personally, I'm going to go with minions just because I feel like it's a bit safer to take like the flying card. They're both kind of the same aspect, to be honest. I'm going to go with, this is a really tough decision, but I'm going to go with Fireball just because it's better against, like, spam and stuff. And then, since we took the Fireball, I guess I'll go with Giant because we have Fireball for the... And then, ooh, this is kind of a tough one. I'm just going to go with Healer, though. Both of them are, I feel like, are okay in draft, but Healer, I think, is a little bit stronger than the Dark Prince. And, you know, with us having the Fireball, I guess I don't really, you know, need to have the Splash. So he gave us Zappies. Zappies, honestly, are a really good starting play, and they're very underrated in draft, in my opinion. If I have the option of choosing the Zappies, in lots of cases, I do end up taking them, just because, well, yeah, as I said, they're really underrated, especially on, like, defense. Offense, you know, they're not that good, but defense, I think they're okay. So he's going to go ahead and Knight, so we'll go ahead and Bowler, same lane. So yeah, we have an interesting deck here. We have RG and Giant in the same deck. I think I'm just going to Fireball that, so I'm glad I took the Fireball. I definitely think that was the right decision. And we know what his spell is, obviously as a Lightning. So if we go in here with a Giant and minions... So guys, this is another really big tip in draft. Like, if you only have one spell, it means the other person only has one spell. So what I mean by that is, for example, I know his spell is Lightning, and that's the only spell he has. And that's a guarantee, because... obviously, since we have one spell, it means he has one spell. He has one building, I have one building. That's how it works if you guys didn't know that. A lot of you probably did know, but in case you didn't, like, if you have a building, the other person can only have one building. And if you have a spell, they have a spell. If you have two spells, they have two. That's always how it works. That's something you can always count on in draft. There's a lot of things that are, like, you can't control, like not knowing what cards you're going to get, but you can always know the amount of spells the other person has. So if you keep track of their one spell, you'll never be caught off guard. So let's go ahead and Bowler in the back here. And maybe in double we can build up a good push. I'm not really sure, though. I don't want to be too aggressive right now. I think I just want to, again, keep cycling stuff. But he is going to go for defensive expo, so probably wouldn't be a bad idea to Giant here just to try to, like, take care of that and apply pressure. We do need to make sure we get minions off on the bats. His bats are going to get a lot of value this game with us not having a small spell to take care of them, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I still think we'll be fine anyways. So Lightning is not that good against the Healer, to be honest, but if he hits something else with it, it might not be a bad Lightning. Yeah, he was able to hit the Bowler with it, so it was a decent Lightning for him there, for sure. But now that he has his Lightning out of cycle, we're going to go ahead and pump up. And he's just going to go with bats at the bridge, so I don't really agree with that play. We're going to go with our first RG here, going with it right on top of his Expo since he played it on offense that time. And now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and play a Giant in the back, opposite lane, go with a Bowler here, and with us having the Bowler and the Zappies on defense, I don't really think there's any way he's going to be able to break through, especially with that extra elixir we're getting from the pump. So now what I'm going to do is do some split lane pressure. We're going to go ahead and play our RG in the left lane, and then we could even go for, I guess, a Healer in the right lane. Luckily that Giant's getting targeted, so the Ice Wizard isn't hitting the minions. I feel like he's going to get overwhelmed, guys, right here. Well, hopefully we can kill those bats. That's going to be a problem. Oh my god, look at the right lane with the Healer. That's why, guys, Healer is just so OP. Even when it's not paired with Night Witch and Elixir Golem, still gets a lot of value in so many situations just because of the amount of health it has. In my opinion, needs a small health nerf of maybe 5% or so. That's what I would say. Not, you know, anything major. I don't want them to kill the card because I think, honestly, it is a good card in the game. I think there's definitely not a no-skill card. You need to use it correctly because you have a limited amount of radius it heals. But with that being said, I think it could use like a small HP nerf just because Lightning doesn't really do that good against it. Same with Rocket too, because Rocket doesn't even kill it and then it like heals itself back up. So 5% HP nerf would be pretty solid in my opinion. Alright, we found our next game here. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because I think I would mess that up horribly, but I'm going to go with Inferno Drag here. Honestly, it's a decent card to have in draft, especially since it does good against most win conditions. And if they don't have the proper spells, it can get a lot of value. Baby Dragon's a great card in draft because it does splash, has a lot of HP. I'm going to go Bowler here, and then I'm going to go with a Ice Golem. just because I want to have some sort of tank. So far, our deck doesn't look bad. It almost looks like a graveyard deck, or like Balloon with the Bowler, Ice Golem, but he's going to give us RG, so not a bad deck, I would say, to be honest. I think we definitely chose the right cards. So he's just going to go ahead and cycle minions. I'll cycle my Baby Dragon, same lane. And he's going to go opposite lane here with... let's go with Ice Golem. So then that way we distract that. So then the Bowler doesn't get targeted. That was a good push on his part. He went really aggressive there. Okay. I'm going to go really aggressive myself now, knowing that, I mean, we're up a little bit of Elixir. Not a lot, but a little bit after him being so aggressive. And this might seem really crazy, guys, but I'm going to Fireball that Goblin Gang. And the reason why is because I know after that Goblin Gang, he doesn't have any Elixir left to defend it. Because after he went in for the Valk, Hog Rider opposite lane, I just defended it with a Bowler. Well, I guess an Ice Golem 2 to tank, but overall, I spent less Elixir than he did, so therefore, I knew that I was ahead a little bit of Elixir, and I could go in for my own push, and Fireball and Goblin Gang isn't good value, but in that situation, ended up working really well. So he's going to have a Barb Barrel. That's the only spell he's going to have this game, because we have only, well, wait a minute. Goblin Barrel, do they consider that a spell in this game? If that's the case, he might have another spell. I'm not sure, though, but we know he has Barb Barrel, so we'll remember that. We'll just cycle a Baby Dragon here. He's going to have Royal Recruits. Oof, so that's actually... This might actually be a little bit of a problem. I'm going to have to kite those into the other lane, because Inferno Drag doesn't do too good against Royal Recruits, obviously. He doesn't have his Barb Barrel back in rotation, so I'm going to get a Goblin Barrel off now. It looks like he did. I think after he played the Valk, he had it back in rotation, so kind of, I guess, a little bit of a mistake there on my end for not noticing that. I don't know why I said, like, he didn't have it back in rotation. I guess I wasn't counting cards properly. I normally do, but obviously there, I guess, wasn't paying attention. So he's going to go with a Wizard. I'm just going to go ahead and Fireball that, and it's going to go into the opposite lane. But now we just need to be careful, because I feel like he's going to go for a Hog Rider right now. As soon as he has it back in rotation, there we go. So he goes in with the Hog. Bowler's oh my god, the Bowler missed, though. I was like about to say Bowler's a good counter to it, but the Bowler ended up missing. So that might be kind of problematic, but I don't think it'll be too bad, considering if we just apply pressure in the right lane, there shouldn't be any way he gets our tower. I juke the Goblin Barrel as well, so I could even get 2 crowns here. Maybe? Okay, there we go. Good game. We end up getting the 2 crowns. And now, I think that puts us at 13-0. Let's try to get 15-0. That's a good goal, because then I'd have a really good shot of finishing really high up this global tournament, being 15-0. That would be an incredible start to it, but of course people at the top have like 30, so it's only like halfway, but still it's a great start to potentially have a good finish. And because I am on winter break, I would be able to stay up late on Sunday night to play it, so that's another good thing. I'm gonna go with Goblin Cage here. I just think it's a little bit better than the Inferno, less risky too, because if the other person has a lot of spam or lightning, it could be bad, but I'm gonna go Earthquake here, knowing he has the Inferno Tower. I think I'm going to go Elixir Golem. Inferno isn't good against the Elixir Golem. And I'm definitely taking Magic Archer. Magic Archer would be really annoying if I didn't have it. Now, he does have the poison for it, but I still feel like it's a good... I still think it's good anyways, just because by the time he poisons it, it still gets shots in. But unfortunately, he gives us the Fisherman, which is, like, probably the worst card in the game, or second worst card. It could even be worse than the heal, and the reason why I say that is because when you have the heal, you could just cycle it for 1 elixir, but when you have the Fisherman, it's kind of bad because it's almost like, I guess, I don't know how I say this, it's almost like in a way, like, kind of a dead card in the deck. Yeah, guys, I don't think we're doing too good right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Goblin Gang off, but of course by the time I do, he's gonna deal so much damage. Give him the well played. I think I could have played that a little better. I don't know how exactly, but I think the Flying Machine needed to be targeted by the tower. That was the biggest issue, the fact that it wasn't. Okay, that was a bad Inferno though, but obviously he played that because he was up Elixir. But with him doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle a Giant in the back. Now that Miner, I might just have to ignore it, because if I Magic Archered before, it would walk in front of the Giant, and I don't want that at all. So I think it was best to wait in that situation. He's going to have Royal Recruits. Let's go ahead and... we need to just go in aggressive here, because we're down so much damage. We can give him the left lane. We just need to try to be as aggressive as possible right now. Let's go with the Zap here. Let's go with Earthquake. Just try to kill those guards quickly. Ooh, that's going to end up working out really nicely. Better than I expected. Elixir Golem's just super good. That's part of the reason why. Nice pool there. That's going to force more Elixir for him to take the left lane. And just like that, we made a really solid comeback. I mean, I think that Inferno, the fact that he played that in the middle, that was pretty bad. It's Magic Archer here. Ooh, we're definitely going to need an Earthquake that. He can probably get his Zap down too. Oh my god. That's a lot of spam. Let's go with the Elixir Golem here though. And I'm gonna Magic Archer as well. And get an Earthquake down. That might have been a... That was a pretty bad Inferno. I'm really scared, though, about these recruits. I think he just froze my tower, didn't he? Oh my god, the Flying Machine locked on. GG. That was a close game. I thought I was going to come back at the end, but he ended up overwhelming me. That goes to show how strong recruits are in drafts. Because ladder and like GC's one of the worst cards in the game, but in draft they can work out pretty well. So yeah, I don't know there. What I could have done differently. Beginning of the game, just kind of sloppy defense. If he didn't deal as much damage to the left tower, I probably could have won, but by the time he got in double, he could have just, he kind of just overwhelmed me. So, yeah. Definitely, I think I just kind of choked that one a little bit, to be honest. But yeah, Fisherman definitely didn't help me out much that game at all. It's kind of, you know, as I said, almost a dead card in the deck. It's just takes forever to pull the stuff. The E-Wiz, like, constantly resets it, you know. So, I'm going to take arrows here just because Bar Barrel doesn't do good against Rascals. Go with the Hog Rider. My deck's pretty expensive, and also with the Royal Recruits already, and also, to be honest, Recruits do pretty good against the RG. I'm going to take Spear Goblins. I feel like they provide a little bit more utility than the Fire Spirits do. Fire Spirits are kind of, I don't know, they're not really that good. They're only good in, like, Expo, I would say. So he gave us the Freeze, which pairs good with the Hog. I'm just going to go with a Hog Rider right here to counteract those Fire Spirits, and he's going to go with his Rascals. So I'm going to go with Arrows, and then I think Recruits here is the right play, because I need to defend this. I hope he doesn't have a good... so he's going to have a Log. Let's go here and apply some pressure. We know he has a... So he has Log and Bar Barrel, I'm 90% sure, because I remember that I took... Wow, so he dealt a lot of damage. So he doesn't have a big spell, I think. At least I think so. What did, Because he used Log, so he must have given me the Freeze over the Log, and then I gave him Bar Barrel for the arrow. So those are his spells, I think. That's going to be frustrating, because I don't have any answers to that. What I'm hoping here is I go with Guards, and then he plays his, like, Rascals or something. so then I can arrow both of them. That actually worked out pretty nicely, and that hunter worked out nice. Let's go with a hog here, and he's gonna go with rascals. I'm gonna freeze those, to be honest, see if he wants to play something else. If not, the hunter's gonna end up... That was a great freeze. It's gonna put me in the lead. But that RG is gonna get damage, unfortunately, but I still think it was a pretty good freeze. I think I had to do it to get a little bit closer in damage, and we take a little bit of damage in the process, but I still think it's fine. We'll just go with bats here. They fully counter the flying machine. Spear goblins to cycle, and then immediately going with a hog rider. And then we'll just freeze right here, and then I'm gonna arrows. And look at that, he's gonna play goblins right into it, so easily take his tower there. Good fire spirits on his end. I don't know if he was predicting that, or maybe he was just predicting something. I'm not really sure what he was, but regardless, it worked out for him. Go with guards here just to do a little bit more damage to the RG. I mean, there isn't too much of a point, but I feel like I don't want him to get too much damage, just because then he might go for the 3 crown, and the arena tower doesn't target the RG when they go for the 3, so it's probably smart to not let them get too much damage. Let's go in with a hog here, and we have 2 hunters down. Let's arrow that instead of freezing, and then I didn't want to freeze. I think that would have been too aggressive. Plus, he still has 2 hunters there to deal with. Let's go ahead and play our recruits in the back. Flying machine does stay alive, but it's almost dead, and it looks like he's not going to support it, so that's fine. Ooh, this is a great arrows. Not going to freeze, though. And goblins distracted pretty nicely that hunter, so those were good goblins on his end. Now, I think, guys, we have to go in for the freeze. This is the time. We have everything down right now. Let's go ahead and freeze. Hog is going to get enough hits in, and that is going to game, putting us at 14-1. And I've been recording 22 minutes now. 22 minutes, 22 seconds. So we should be able to get the 15 right here. Hopefully I can win it right now. I don't want to lose another game, because 15-1 is really solid. I think that's pretty good to go on to end up, like, you know, continuing getting a good amount of wins. So skeletons, I think, are the right pick here, just because they cycle you, and I don't know. I think they're a little better than guards, because they're safer. I'm going to take wizard here. Wizard isn't a good card, but it's good in draft because it does a lot of splash. And I honestly think here I'm going to take Earthquake. So it looks like he's not going to choose the last card, so he's going to get a random one. That's a little unfortunate for him, because we might end up getting something really good. And he gives the good luck. We'll give him the good luck back. And he gave us Graveyard. So Graveyard doesn't pair very well with the Lightning, so that might suck. And we have the Miner too, so 2 cards the Graveyard doesn't pair very well with. But with that being said, I could definitely still get some value out of it, assuming we have tank for it, but it looks like we don't. Lumberjack is our only tank. I could Lightning that, or I could just play a Lumberjack on it, and I think Lumberjack on it might be the better move, because I might want to save my Lightning for something else. And Wizard, can it take it out? Yes, it can. There we go. Let's go with a Miner here. I hope he has a... wait a minute. I don't think he has a Building, so Earthquake isn't going to be very relevant in this matchup. Let's go with the Lumberjack here. And I'll go with a Miner on that cannon card. I was assuming the Lumberjack was going to target. This could be a very bad situation if the skeletons can't. Yeah, I was going to say. Does it retarget? Okay, good. At least it retargeted, but... Oh, I'm down quite a lot of elixir right now. After the guards, not too much. Wizard should do a good job of cleaning this up. Come on, please take that out. Alright, let's go. Now we're in an okay situation because the Wizard was able to finish everything off. That was good. Wizard has been helping out a lot this game, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go with the Lumberjack and Graveyard. He doesn't know, okay, he's gonna have a poison. That sucks. So he has poison for the Graveyard too. This is gonna be really tough to break through. I think I'll need to get a lot of my damage with lightnings, now that I know he has... Oh wow, he's gonna play guards opposite lane. Split Goblin Gang here is gonna get so much value. Can the Wizard take that out again? Yes, let's go. I think I'm just gonna Miner. Lightning might have been a little aggressive, but... I feel like since I can't get damage with the graveyards, it kind of had to be done. I think we lost, guys. Yeah, GG. Both of us had kind of crappy decks, not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. I think I could have won by playing a little smarter, especially like the Lightning on the cannon cart after I already sent a Miner in, but yeah, I don't know, not really a good deck for either one of us. It also helped him a lot that he had poison for the Graveyard, but man, both of our decks really sucked that game. I think the other thing that would have helped is if I had chosen Zap instead of the Earthquake, because I would have actually had a consistent response to a Skeleton Barrel, whereas in the game I had to use my Wizard every time essentially to take it out, because the Skeleton Barrel does death damage, Goblin Gang isn't the best against it. So we found a game here against Expo Master. Oh my gosh, is this the real Expo Master? I mean the one that was in... I'm gonna go with E-Drag here. It can get a lot of value. Skeletons. I don't know if this is a real Expo Master. I mean, it could be. I'm going to go with Minion Horde just because I feel like Mortar isn't that good in draft. And this is another really tough call, but I think I'm going to go with Ghost here just because... I don't know. I think it's good to have kind of like some sort of small tank. And he's going to go ahead and go with a Battle Ram, Ice Spirit at the bridge. So a little aggressive to start the game off. And I'll check his profile after the game. That would be kind of crazy if he's the real Expo Master. I guess I'll be able to tell if he's playing really well. It could be him. I don't actually at this point know if it's him, because I feel like Golem at the bridge, I don't know if that's something he would do. So for that reason, I'm going to have to assume that this isn't... him. And he's going to go with arrows as well, so... There we go, both of those are going to connect, so really nice start to this game for us, and he also doesn't have Elixir to take care of that Royal Ghost, so that's going to get several hits on top of his tower. So I went in with that push there knowing he didn't have, and once again, I feel like aggressive Battle Ram, so for that reason, I'm going to assume that this isn't Expo Master, but I'll check his profile after this game. You never know, because draft, there's a lot of things you might do that you wouldn't normally do in a regular game, but I just feel like with that Golem and the what was the other thing? The arrows weren't that bad because he didn't know we had Minion Horde, but the Golem, I feel like that's making me really think it isn't him. Let's go ahead and Knight here. and we'll see how he responds to that ghost. He should have something for it. But with that being said, I don't know how he's going to respond to the wall breakers. He's definitely going to have to spend elixir on those, which is unfortunate for him because that's going to take away from him using, or from his golem push, I mean. And he's going to go with a mortar at the bridge too. I don't really think that's going to do much for him. If anything, that's going to make it hard for him to defend these wall breakers opposite lane because mortar is a great response to them. And one wall breaker ends up connecting. So at this point, all I need to do is if I just get two... those E-Drags should take his tower if he doesn't do anything. He's going to play minions. So I'll just cycle a couple logs. And we should be good to go. Our cycle is relatively fast, I would say. There we go. That's going to be a good game. I'll check his profile after this. I would be a little surprised if it is him, but it definitely could be. I mean, he didn't know what our deck was, so, you know, Golem at the bridge might have not been an awful play, but... Alright, yeah, this isn't the real Expo Master. You know, I'm not saying... like, in the game, I didn't completely, you know, assume that it wasn't, but I had a feeling it wasn't, but, yeah, checked, and sure enough, it wasn't. So that's going to put us at 15 and 2, which does get us all the rewards, but you can't open the rewards until you lose out, and I don't want to purposely lose out to open the rewards right now, so I guess I'll probably just end the video here, and I hope my draft tips helped you guys, so you guys can reach 15 wins too. I mean, I did happen to lose a couple of times, but overall, I would say pretty nice run to get 15 and 2. And like I said, on my main account, I got 23. This is my second account, so I might try to get 30 wins or so at least on this one. We'll see what happens. I mean, hopefully I get lucky and get good card selection. But anyways, if you guys liked the video, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what you guys want to see, you know, next video. I'll probably be going back to a ladder video next upload, and I'm on winter break right now, so I'm probably going to be, I might be uploading a little bit more frequently. I haven't really decided yet, but at the very least, my streams will be longer, so if you want to watch me on Twitch, it's just boss_CR, and I'll probably be streaming on Twitch, I would say almost every day. Since I'm on winter break now, I pretty much have time to stream every single day. I might even have time to upload a YouTube video every day. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just see how it goes. But anyways, thanks again until next time, guys.